much fear into RWE and the government that they are trying to frame us as the bad guys, but they won't manage it. Because the whole world understands that our resistance is the only thing that can stop the climate crisis and save democracy. The fight for our villages and the fight for Friday for Future and the future of all of us will take a while. If we want to save our houses, forests and the climate, we have to stay strong in the years to come. We have to stay united and we have to support each other. We have to protect the villages and the forests together and to take the streets together for climate justice. This weekend is an important step for this. Please come to our demonstration in Hochneukirch tomorrow and come to our action where we'll stand between the village of Scheinberg and the horrible open cast mine. Let's make the politicians hear that we are fighting together, that the climate crisis will be stopped and that alle Dörfer bleiben. I want to try a last thing, like there is Hambi, Hambi, there is another thing like alle Dörfer, alle Dörfer, alle Dörfer. Thank you.
Greetings of solidarity from one of the most vulnerable but struggling and fighting people from the Philippines. When I was preparing to come here to Germany, my 10-year-old twins asked me, "Mama, why are you leaving us again?" So I told them that I was going to be part of Fridays for Future. So my twins told me, "Mama, please make sure that you tell everyone about the people who die in typhoons, about how we get scared whenever it starts to rain in the Philippines. But most of all, tell them about our friends, the Lumad kids, indigenous people from the mountains, whose schools are bombed by the military in order to make way for mining companies." It is so powerful to see so many people here today coming together, speaking up and stepping up and claiming the right to imagine a future. Climate justice without borders is truly timely and necessary for so many reasons. Number one, government leaders from different countries are now in Bonn discussing and debating what they think are solutions to the climate crisis. But let me tell you, 25 years of negotiations, long before even most of you were born. Where have all of these negotiations brought us? Have they brought us any closer to finding real solutions to address the climate problem? Number two, what you are doing right now inspires many others all over the world. Older people in governments, in businesses, institutions of power. They say that they see what you do. They say they understand why you go on strikes. They claim that they hear your call for climate action. Let's see. Number three, in poor communities, as in the Philippines, where I come from, and in many other developing countries globally, millions have already died. Many more are struggling to survive and will most likely lose their lives, their loved ones, what little possession and livelihood they have due to typhoons, droughts, sea level rise, and other climate disasters that are now more frequent and more intense. Climate change adds another layer of burden to our daily battle to live decent lives amidst poverty, landlessness, joblessness, and violations of our right to say we've had enough and we want to make the situation better for all. But what do we get from our government? Those who defend the environment are arrested, intimidated, silenced, and killed with the rise of this rightist nationalist governments. You are capturing the attention of those who can actually make big and bold steps to stop the climate breakdown. Now, let's help them. Let's all help them with some important lessons we all learned in kindergarten on what it really takes to have global solidarity for climate justice. First lesson, hold hands and stick together. Share and always play fair. It's true, climate change is a global problem, but some are more responsible than the others for the causes of climate change. The effects are felt more by poor people from poor countries, and some are more capable to assist those who are drowning and those who have no water even for drinking. Some governments have already declared climate emergencies. But what does it really mean? But what are they actually doing? The concern for the planet is being used to turn all attention and energy away from what really causes the climate breakdown. This fixation on having more, producing more at any cost, and towards dangerous distractions presented as solutions. Clean coal? Geoengineering? What the? Business as usual cannot continue. We should not allow those who seek to make more business than usual to cash in on the climate crisis with their fancy and expensive techno fixes. Second important lesson that we all learned in kindergarten. Don't take things that aren't yours. Say sorry when you hurt somebody. Clean up your mess. Climate change magnifies the injustices and inequalities of colonialism and the continuing reality of unfair trade deals and investment rules that bring in super profits for corporations from the global north and corrupt politicians from the global south. And the poor in these countries bear the brunt of the negative effects of these policies on people and the environment. We need to tell the world leaders that even radical domestic action, even with 100% cuts in emissions by rich countries, this won't be enough to stop the extreme climate chaos. The Global South is also expected to do more to transform our economies and our production. But this cannot be done without massive finance and technology. Repaying climate debt owed by the North to the South is necessary to avert the further breakdown of our planet's natural systems. And the third most important lesson that we all learned in kindergarten: flush. Let's keep fighting the good fight, and we will certainly not give up on our beautiful planet. But we have to realize, and make others realize as well, that the only thing that has ever reduced emissions is less economic production and overcoming the fixation with growth and extraction. No one can ever win, and we all end up losing unless we flush down this system. We need to flush down this system that puts corporate and individual profits and interests over the survival and development of people and planet. And as we are gathered here today, I also encourage everyone to make a lot of noise for our comrades at Ende Galende who are now in the lignite mines to try to stop all this dirty and polluting industry. Let's go make some noise! Alright, before I leave, I want to teach you something that we did last year in Poland. You're familiar with We Will Rock You, right? Let's do it. Stomp, stomp, clap. Stomp, stomp, clap. Buddy, you're a fascist, cold fast, stealing our rights, thinking you're the big man today. You got blood on your hands, your head's in sand, spreading your lies all over the land. We need you to wake up, wake up. We need you to rise up, rise up. Activists will build plans, just plans, shouting in the street, gonna save the whole world today. We've got solidarity, community, waving our banners all over the place. We need you to wake up, wake up. We need you to rise up, rise up. People have the power right now. We're taking action, make a big change today. Join the fight, stand up for human rights. Never let fascists ever come back. We need you to wake up, wake up. We need you to rise up, rise up. One more time. We need you to wake up, wake up. We need you to rise up, rise up. What do we want? When do we want it? Now! Long live international solidarity!
Thanks a lot! Do you see the power? What? Okay, great. Let's do some sports. Wer nicht hüpft, der ist für Kohle, hey! Hey! Wer nicht hüpft, der ist für Kohle, hey! Hey! Wer nicht hüpft, der ist für Kohle, hey! Hey! Wer nicht hüpft, der ist für Kohle, hey! Hey! Wer nicht hüpft, der ist für Kohle, hey! Hey! Wer nicht hüpft, der ist für Kohle, hey! Hey! I have one question to you. Whose future? Whose future? Whose future? Climate! Climate! Climate, climate, climate! So, our next act is also someone you may know. Ruslana from the Ukraine. In 2004, she won the European Song Contest, and today she fights for several political topics, such as the rights for minorities and, of course, for climate justice. In her home country, Ruslana was the main force in the development and expansion of renewable energies. So, a loud applause for Ruslana from the Ukraine! Hello, everybody! Hello, hello, hello!
I want to ask you, I'm with my friend, and I asked James and Karine and all team Fridays for Future here to show you, to demonstrate that we stay together, not here, close stage, but on this stage. I'm from Ukraine. These guys from everywhere, so we stay together. Just connect our energy, if you like that, Just connect our energy for clean, renewable energy, for clean, renewable future. Connect the energy like, I like it. Yeah, because it's energy. Energy of our movement. The movement is now, here, together. Repeat. Now, here, together. Together. Now, here, together. Together. Now, here, together. I like it. James, we met first time. We met first time in Berlin, and I was so happy to join Fridays for Future. Not as a musician, not as an ambassador of Renewable, just personally as a voice, by my heart. I'm really respect everything you do, guys, and I will promote it around the world, and I will start with a lot of people around the world. I travel a lot, I perform a lot around the world, so that is why I'm here with you. Today is Friday for Future, but tomorrow we organize the first ever Renew Day in Bonn. So this tradition starts to provide clean, renewable energy. Now, here, together. Now, here, together. Now, here, together. Now, here, together. And we have clean. Can you join us? Guys, just be close. We have amazing messages. If you like, you can repeat it. I love the earth. I love the sun. I love this day. I love this life. Today is Fridays for Future. I'm here for future. My energy for you. I give you energy. My energy for you. I give you energy. This one message I have with Karina, you like the message, yes? Charge your heart to charge the world. If you like this message, repeat with us. Charge your heart to charge the world. Again, charge your heart to charge the world. If you like, I like the symbol like that, you know? When you want to show that your heart are charged 100 clean renewable energy, you can show it like that, you know? Charge your heart to charge the world. Charge your heart to charge the world. Charge your heart to charge the world. In my case, and I will propose a lot of things like that. I have a question for you guys. It's just personally for me. Just say yes or no. Just say stop or go. We go renewable. We go clean future. We stop dark energy. We stop oil. We stop gas. We stop energy war. We stop ecological disaster. We save the planet. We are Fridays for Future. Yes! If you like the best way I have experienced, and I tell a lot of the days I spent time with this amazing, my friends, and I invite you, everybody, I invite you Ukraine to my house for best tea and for best honey. I'm not sure that you will understand all my messages, but what I mean clean renewable energy on my heart, without any drugs, guys. Just be strong enough. If you like that, no smile, not papa. You have to understand, you need to be strong enough. It doesn't matter what or girl. So, but everything you do to change this world, just voice and body, only voice and body. You can change the world by voice and body, by my voice and body. You can change the world by voice and body. You can save this world by voice and body. So guys, I'm so happy. If you like just a little bit jump, you know why we jump? Who can explain me why we jump? For what? Like that. Are you ready? 2, 1, go! Are you ready now? That just one message, one action. But all together. 3, 2, 1, jump! That's it. 3, 2, 1, jump! That's it. And the last one, 3, 2, 1, jump! You know, I can feel the earth. I can feel the beat of the earth. If you like it, when you do like that, you can feel the sky. If you do like that, you can feel the earth. just open the eyes to your friends. Don't believe for any change from politics. I don't believe to any, political project. Don't be used. You know what I mean? Just be energy independent. Energy independent. Energy independent. Freedom and energy independent. That's the values. That's what we need for future. Clean energy, life. Clean energy, life. If you like, just put your hands up. To the left, to the right, to all words. Message to everybody. We are here, now, here, together. Now, here, together. I just want to be here inside me. It's my destiny. You're for me. I say it comes. Always the most. You're for me. You're for me. You're for me. It's me. It's the lost. If you like the last song that move, like I charge my heart, I want to charge the world. I charge my heart, I want to charge the world. Do the same. I charge my heart, and I do the world. I charge my heart, I charge the world. I charge my heart, I charge the world. By clean, renewable energy. My message for you guys, without any performance. Of course, with performance, but we have solution. We show the way. But this moment to everybody who use all social media movement, who will use this picture or use this video, will understand a lot of people are here for clean future, for clean earth, for clean water, for clean air, for clean heart, for clean life. Go renewable 100. That's the solution. That's the future. If everybody will go renewable, we will change the energy problem and the energy war will stop. We will stop energy crisis in our world. Because we will bring the sun energy, solar energy, wind energy, hydro energy, biogas, a lot of amazing clean energy. and everybody can produce the energy. I create the energy myself. I do with a renewable lifestyle. My house is only solar and green energy. Only for 12 years. I never use gas for cooking. I never use Russian gas. Because I am energy dependent and I fight it. I was fighting in Ukraine twice in Maidan. Do you remember the last Maidan in Independence Square in Ukraine? I was voice of Maidan. And I bring a lot of revolution to the world. Not just as a musician, just like voice, because I understand how important. Of course, I want to perform for money in the club, but not my choice to be here with you. Now, here together. Everybody who likes, join us tomorrow in Bonn. We start 3 p.m. It's very important till sunset. We are going to just renew the energy. For clean renewable energy. If it's not difficult for you, join us. We will organize amazing performance and for sure. As a message to the world.
Thank you, Lisa. Next school year, sorry, in September, at the New York Climate Summit. So I think she can tell us a lot about that. Welcome, Rebecca Stone.
Hi there. I'm Rebecca, and the German Youth Delegate on Sustainable Development at the United Nations. I've been following the negotiations for quite a time now, and I can tell you, I'm really fed up with the boring speeches. I'm fed up with excuses, and I'm fed up with the slow progress that just doesn't address the crisis. The people haven't realized the climate emergency we are in. They haven't realized we need drastic system change. And they haven't realized that the next years will go down in history because we have either ruined or saved our planet. The global crisis needs a global response. And actually there is a unique opportunity coming, and all world leaders will come together, which is the Climate Summit, the UN Climate Action Summit in September in New York. And we want this summit to become the historical turning point. From that moment on, we will not accept boring speeches anymore. We will only accept real action plans. This is what we demand. And we are a group of climate activists from all over the world. And we have started the petition campaign called All In for Climate Action, because we want to see the world leaders go all in. And we want to bring our message from the streets to the United Nations. We want to collect more than 1 million signatures on change.org and hand them over to the world leaders in New York, so they cannot ignore us anymore. We want to show them that we are many. We are global, and we are angry. Are you angry? And And especially we want to give young people from the global south a voice because they are already affected by climate change and they don't have the privilege like we have to go on the street and raise their voice. So guys, please help us and join the campaign All In for Climate Action. You can follow us on social media. You can sign the petition on change.org/All In for Climate Action. You can share it. You can launch the petition as well in your country if there isn't one yet. Or you can help us with the media work because we need to build up momentum up until September. We need to exert pressure on our governments. Because we will not go down with a fight. We will keep rising until they act. Because